All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, we have always said that elections have consequences. The problems bedeviling Nigeria, including hunger, poverty, insecurity, etc., do not know tribe and religion, and as such, Nigerians were advised to choose the best candidate on the ballot in the 2023 elections, who is Peter Obi. And to be very fair to Nigerians, most people actually voted Obi. Obi clearly got the most votes in that election, but there were still Nigerians, average Nigerians, who took sides with the oppressors of the people in the name of tribe or religion. And like I always say, it is the support of these few gullible Nigerians that give Nigerian politicians the temerity to rig elections. But like I said, elections have consequences, and the consequences of allowing incompetent men, failures, to force their ways to power are upon us now. Hunger, starvation, poverty have taken over Nigeria because of Tinubu's poorly thought out economic policies. Many have tagged this Christmas the worst ever. And Tinubu is also in Lagos for the holidays. And yesterday, Tinubu in Lagos Island received the kind of treatment that he had never received before in Lagos. And that underscores the failure of his presidency so far. Before I show you what happened and how social media users responded, let me quickly show you this video by His Excellency Peter Obi, our able principal. See the video.
I've never heard in America that they bought vehicles for legislators. You can't just buy cars anyhow. I have never heard you can't buy cars for First Lady anyhow. There's no, in fact in America, there's no office called Office of First Lady. It exists in name. And for the purpose of accompanying the president to trips, not just to have an office created with enormous budgets that are even beyond critical areas of development. No, you cannot entertain people. In America, if the president chooses today to entertain guests, he will pay for the food. If he chooses to have different dishes, he will pay for it. So he can decide how my wife is going to have this type of fish from Japan. At the end of the month, he has to pay for it. So these things don't happen. You don't have renovations of different houses for the president. You know, if the president of America goes to New York today, he stays in hotel. I have accompanied the president to trip in the past. The hotel is the president of America was staying in a hotel. So these are issues. So we must look at what suits us. Again, look at how we can manage our own expense and everything. So what Obasanjo is saying that we must not adopt this and even adopt it wrongly as we are doing it today.
Now, I don't know about you, but hearing this man speak always brings joy to my soul. It is refreshing to see someone in the political class, to hear someone who has also tasted power speak like this. And I keep telling people, and I stand to be corrected though, that Nigeria's only hope of getting it right politically within the next 8 years is Peter Obi. I mean, politics is not like other crafts where a person can just spring up out of nowhere within months. You have to rise through the ranks. And I have looked at these ranks. I have looked at former governors and former vice presidents and all the people that we can line up as potentials to fix this country as president. And none of them has the sincerity or even the capacity of His Excellency Peter Obi. If the good people of Nigeria want to ever have a good country, we must find a way to get this man in. INEC and judiciary are off the table, yet we must find a way. Now, let us look at the treatment Tinubu got in Lagos Island yesterday. Look at how the papers reported it. We are hungry. Lagos residents yell at Tinubu. A mild drama played out on Friday as residents of Lagos Island and traders of the popular IDUMOTA market expressed dissatisfaction with President Bola Tinubu, shouting in Yoruba, "Ebi n pa wa o," meaning we are hungry. The traders, who filed on both sides of the road as the convoy of the president passed through the ever-busy market, refused to hail him, but instead kept talking of their pains believed to have been caused by the government. Underneath the complaining voices in the video, residents were heard saying the presidency had known the plans of the people, which was the reason for the heavy security. However, the alleged initial plan was not made known. Let me take that part again. It says, underneath the complaining voices in the video, residents were heard saying the presidency had known the plans of the people, which was the reason for the heavy security. Now, what was the plan of the people that the security was there to obstruct? Clearly, the people were planning to mob him. People were planning to get physical, to get confrontational. That is the point that we have come to. So when these politicians think that Nigerians are never going to lose it, they should watch it. People cannot continue to suffer like this. And as time goes on, as the poverty intensifies, even those security personnel will not be able to save them. And that happened in Lagos. Imagine if it was an unfamiliar turf. Now, let's look at how Nigerians reacted to that update. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Immaculate says, Yorubas are now the new version of Almajiri. And Sadiq here says, I thought he built Lagos. That was the popular mantra during the campaigns. Now, the man who built Lagos is now ruining the Lagosians with hunger. And this tweet by Zora says, there is hunger in the land indeed. We can barely afford 2 square meals, let alone 3. This one here says, show me your friend, then I will tell you whom you are. Tinubu has an alliance with the North, so he is bringing all the characteristics of Northerners into Yoruba land, ranging from poor educational system, laziness, unproductivity, and now Almajiri. Tuale, sir. Oh, this one says, you never see nothing. We go all learn, and we will learn in a hard way. This tweet here says, the luck the Southwest has over other regions is that Awolowo came before Tinubu. I shudder to think what the Southwest would have become if Tinubu came first. That is a big line of thought, because Awolowo actually instilled, critical thinking and independent thinking into the minds of the Yorubas before the emergence of somebody like Tinubu who wants to be worshipped. Imagine Tinubu still having supporters after what Awolowo has done, after Awolowo made them to see what politics truly is. Tinubu still has supporters. Imagine if he was the one that came first. Maybe the Southwest would have been like Northern Nigeria. That is what this person is trying to say. And this tweet by Big God says, what do you mean by Lagos residents? Did you see me yelling that I am hungry? You media should be mindful of your caption. The right caption should be, Yorubas residing in Lagos yell at Tinubu that they are hungry. And this tweet here says, before the end of Tinubu's tenure, Almajiris will exist in Lagos. This one says, live evidence that APC and Tinubu spreads fire of wailing and hunger, poverty, gloom, and hunger odor in Nigeria. Oh, that is it. I'm not a pessimist, but this is just the beginning of hardship in this country. And I'm not wishing my country bad. I'm actually praying for this country by praying for more hardship, because I understand the problems of this country. I understand how the challenges of this country are wired. And I know it will take more hardship than this to solve those problems. Not that the hardship in themselves will bring solutions, but the hardship will give the common Nigerian the right mindset. The mindset that is needed to approach our problems will come via more sufferings. Someone hearing me is saying, have we not suffered enough? No. I will say no, we haven't. It is our response towards these criminals called politicians that will determine if we have suffered enough or not. Now, I finally found the video of Tinubu passing through IDUMOTA market, and all the people kept yelling was, we are hungry, we are hungry. See the video. And there was a voice at the beginning of the video saying they know the plans the people had. That's why they brought so much security. And I will not shy away from saying the fact. I know what the people's plans are. And sooner or later, politicians in this country will begin to get what they deserve. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So, don't go away. Don't go away.